Here is one of those videos that you can use or modify somehow and might not even be practical for some of you. However, I will provide you with another way to calculate the riser and tread measurements for a sloping area that you might have a difficult time measuring using the standard methods we usually use to measure the total rise and run. And here I have 3 different examples, but I think you're going to be able to get the main point of the video with just one of the examples. So let's go ahead and head over to that one where we have a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of plywood or OSB, and we've secured it with some stakes so that we have an angle here. And you're just simply going to level across, and you could do it at any point, but I think it will be better to do it from the corner here if you can, so that you can use a speed square to calculate the angle. So not too difficult. You're just simply going to position the speed square to where you have the point over here, and then this would be firmly attached to the bottom of the plywood. And the angle is actually 16.7 degrees. And you can see here where we have 15, 16, and we're kind of somewhere in the middle here. And believe it or not, that gives us the angle of the hillside. And the shorter board might not be as accurate as a longer board. And next up, to calculate the tread and riser height, you're just simply going to measure over a distance that you want the step to be. And in our example here, it's going to be 1 foot or 12 inches. And then believe it or not, our riser height is going to be 3 5/8 inches. And that's how simple it is to figure out the riser height and the tread depth for a stairway that you will be able to adjust the top or the bottom for. So in other words, this isn't going to be accurate if I'm going to be going from one point to another point, like we're going to be able to do here when we measure the hypotenuse of the right angle. Once you have this measurement here, you can simply divide it up into sections. And the most effective measurement I came up with was 8 sections. And if I divided 8 into that number, I'm going to get 16.773 inches. And we're going to use that measurement to calculate the riser height and the tread depth. And if I want to change the height of the riser or the length of the tread, I can just simply divide it into the next number lower or the next number higher. So in our example, I'm using 8. I can either use 7 or 9 or 6 and 10 to change these measurements. And to get an idea of what that would look like, let's just kind of zoom out here. Take a look at a stringer that we would have cut using these measurements. So again, if you're having a difficult time measuring the total rise or the total run, then you might be able to use this method instead to calculate the riser and the tread measurements for your stairway so that you can lay out a stair stringer or use it to position the front part and back part of each step. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.